Chuck Smith recently completed his PhD studying copperheads in Connecticut. He's taking us to a known den site to hopefully show us one of New England's 2 venomous snake species.
So we're now at what we call a den, and as you can see, it's just sort of this expanse of tumbled rock and talus, and this is a favorite place for copperheads to hibernate. So they'll hibernate in little pockets here and there all throughout this talus. But what we're going to do is go up to a single rock up there, and that single rock is the major den, the main den for these copperheads, at least at this site. It also serves as a place where the females stay to give birth to their young. So we're going to scramble on up the rocks and see if anybody's up there basking right now. I don't see anybody out immediately. The only animals you might expect to be back here this time of year are pregnant females and maybe juveniles. Everybody else you'd expect to be out in the summer habitat, which we can hike on up to. It's a little bit harder to find up there because it's just wide open, but we can hike up there and see. The trick here is not falling to your death. Oh, there's one right there. He's tucked up way underneath a log. It's beautiful. I think there's only one. The females congregate at the top of this ridge late in the summer, and actually they're here most of the summer, but they come here because it's warm and because it gives them shelter and it allows them to gestate or develop their babies. Copperhead's a fairly heavy-bodied snake, averages between 24 and 36 inches in length. Copperheads are pit vipers, so between the nostril and the eyes on either side of the head there's an opening, a small pit, and they use that to sense changes in temperature. It's called a thermal pit. When they're young, they'll eat pretty much anything they can catch: insects, worms, small frogs. And then when they get larger, adults, they primarily feed on moles and voles and mice, sometimes frogs. They have elliptical pupils. Those are eyes that look like cat eyes. So they're small slits.
Fortunately for copperheads, they mostly live in talus slope and cliffy areas that are difficult to develop, protecting them from habitat loss. Their populations in Rhode Island and Connecticut are doing well, but like all snakes, they do face some human threats.
So the only real thing that copperheads have to worry about are people that want to collect them for the black market and people who want to kill them because they don't understand them.
Like all snakes, the future of the copperhead in New England depends on maintaining appropriate habitat and educating the public about these fascinating creatures.